start again. This time is on the neck, this VVS. Close up on my chest and that's a tragedy. Diamonds on the neck, this VVS. Close up on my chest, you like the place on me. This time is on the neck, this VVS. Close up on my chest and that's a tragedy.
All right, let's start this over, shall we? Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like button before you start this video, or even comment or subscribe down below. That's that red button. Definitely subscribe. If you do have any suggestions, I love everyone's feedback. I'm always here for the honesty. And I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I'm trying to make it a thing, but you know what I'm saying, like, I won't get better unless, like, you know, I know what the people want, you know. So on today's video, I decided to just have a story time, like, you know. So I did my face, and I have these new lashes by this new company called Royal Flares. I'm gonna drop the link down below. Story time. So I wanted to tell the story of when I first got into makeup. I don't really tell too many people about this. My lights are acting crazy right now. We're gonna just keep it there. So how I got into makeup. So freshman year of college, it was actually the first time I've worn makeup, bought makeup, put it on my face. To tell the truth, like, I was a tomboy. I was not into makeup. I didn't like wearing dresses. I didn't like wearing skirts, none of that. In fact, I was coming out of high school as an athlete. You know, shout out to lacrosse. Like, lacrosse was like my top sport that I played for a while. And, you know, I was always working out, always practicing, always had game days. So there was no need for like makeup or anything. Plus, because I was always around athletes, or I was always around the guys, like, you know, I never really learned anything about makeup or had an interest in it. But something changed once I got to college my freshman year. All of a sudden I got into makeup. I'll never forget, my first foundation I wore was Maybelline Fit Me. I used to wear Maybelline Fit Me. I didn't do my eyebrows because I didn't know how to do eyebrows back then. This was before eyebrows on fleek, and jeez. And also I used to wear eyeliner. So all I wore was eyeliner, Maybelline Fit Me, and lip gloss. And I remember the lip gloss I used to wear because it wasn't even really a lip gloss. It was like the Baby Lips by Maybelline as well. That was the first like lip I used to wear faithfully every day, and it was the pink one. I had the pink one and the purple one, but the pink one was like what I wore consistently every day. So that was like my first journey into makeup. And I learned from YouTube, actually. So I learned how to do makeup from YouTube, watching different channels and watching different, you know, influencers. So my favorite one that I used to watch was B-Face Honey. B-Face Honey was probably the first one I started watching, and I just loved her personality, and I did like her makeup as well. And I just, you know, she just made me really get into it. Another person was Jackie Aina. Yes, I was watching Jackie Aina, you know, Jackie Aina or Aina. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but she was like, you know, because she's been out here in these streets. Okay, she's been out here. I've been watching since day one. So she was someone I used to watch. And my all-time favorite was Makeup Shayla. Makeup Shayla was someone that I connected to because, you know, she was dope. Like, she was honest. I loved her personality. She was like cool. She was funny, but also her style of makeup was like the look I wanted to go for. But watching all of these people, of course, my face, when you first start practicing doing your own makeup, it doesn't come out the best. So now I look back to my old pictures like, oh my God, like it was a mess. I legit used to try to beat my face and never touch my eyebrows. Never. I did not learn eyebrows until probably junior year or sophomore year, because I remember when I first started doing eyebrows, like my eyebrows used to look like boxes. Like it was a box with freaking concealer underneath. A mess. Okay, I was a mess. And people used to like my makeup too. I learned how to contour early as well. Even though contouring is like hard for a lot of people, I picked up contouring pretty easy. That wasn't the hardest thing for me. The hardest part for me was definitely eyeshadow. Eyeshadow was the hardest. Eyeshadow and eyebrows were the hardest for me. Even to this day, I'm not where I want to be for eyeshadow, or I'm not where I want to be for eyebrows. Like it may look good here, you know what I'm saying? But you know, and it's funny because even in practicing and doing makeup, I started doing makeup. I became like a makeup artist and like started doing some people's makeup on campus. And mind you, I wasn't even that good. Like people don't know, but this is one of the reasons why I stopped doing people's makeup, because I wanted to hone in my craft, actually practice, because the more you practice on people, actually the better that you get. But because I wasn't doing that many people, I wasn't liking the work I was doing on others, and I would never continue to do work on people's faces that I don't even like myself. So there were a few people I did that it came out good. It came out really nice. I had to do something, you know. My favorite makeup to do on people was like the light makeup, a glowy look with like you know, some nice lashes and some gloss, like a natural beat basically was my favorite look. It was, you know, again, eyeshadow and everything was a challenge. So like every time if I had a client or models, because back in college there were like fashion shows done, so even when I did it then, like they weren't my favorite looks, or even if other people liked my work, I didn't like it, you know, or even my own face. Like, you know, even now, like I'm not where I want to be as far as like having a beat face and the look that I want. So I'm still working on, I'm still learning. I just cut off doing people's makeup altogether just so that I can be better with my craft. And I wanted to get into more so helping other people find what they like, because I think I was really good at that. I used to work at Clinique. Okay, Clinique was my first job in makeup. And learning about skincare, learning about different skin types and everything. I got out a lot of working in Clinique, and looking at people coming in and trusting you to help them, you know, find something that's good for them, or find makeup that's good for them, just because they see your face. Like it wasn't just a job for me. I like interacting with people and helping people understand, like, you know, I got combination skin, or I got dry skin, or girl, let me help you out, I'm really honest, you know. So even though we were supposed to sell things, I always like making sure that I made the woman or man I was dealing with happy first, and really get, you know, down to the ingredient before, you know, they're gonna come back for more. So that's how I kind of saw it. I went from working there to Sephora on Chestnut Street in Philadelphia. By far, it was a short period of time, but that was my favorite job. That was my favorite job. Of all the jobs I had, I had a lot of jobs. A lot. But Sephora was hands down my favorite place to work. The people that worked there, my coworkers were dope. Like their work was dope. Everybody's face was beat every day. You know, even though I was in school for healthcare and stuff, like, you know, I didn't realize how much I loved makeup and people until I got into Sephora. That's where I realized really, like, yo, maybe this is something I might want to do. Like, I was just working behind the cashier, and if I got on the floor, great, but just in general, I appreciate everything I got from Sephora. I didn't know this was a thing. This was a policy. I could return this even if, so all of the things I learned a lot from Sephora and the people there. After Sephora, that's when I got into corporate world, business side of things. But even now, like after graduating, after getting into my career and everything like that, and not even, I'm still young, I'm still in my 20s, I'm still discovering and still on this journey of knowing what my purpose is. But all I know is that my love and passion is towards something creative. It was towards, the cosmetic industry. But I come from an African family, born and raised African. And so I think the biggest thing for me was them kind of understanding, or accepting that that's what I want to do, instead of them like looking down. I think college is necessary because of the life lessons that I got from college. But post-college is where I fell and got back up and really figured who I am. Still learning who I am and still figuring out what my purpose is. So all I know is that I'm meant to do something big. I always said this, even to my siblings, I am meant to do something big for sure. But my goal is to either make it to BeautyCon or be invited to somebody's award show. Somebody invite me to Black Girls Rock. Somebody invite me to the BET Awards. Something, somewhere. But I just know that I am meant to do something big. I don't know what, when yet. When, how. Know that there's something in me that I need to pull out of myself, and I need to put myself in a position and let God bless me. Because I'm so blessed. I'm blessed and so appreciative of everything that I have now. But I feel like I'm not, So essentially, I don't know, man. Everything happens for a reason. I went through a lot, even with friendships. I can count on one hand how many friends I have now. Most of them are people I work with. So that kind of happens too when you grow up, you get older. Your circle kind of gets smaller. Your circle gets smaller, but that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Because the older you get or the further you go in your life, you're gonna meet some dope people, and that's exactly what happened with me. I'm so grateful for the people I'm right now, and I can't wait to meet more people. Right now, I'm looking for my husband, okay? I'm looking for my man. Where's my boyfriend? I'm looking for someone to, it's the right hand, or is it this hand? Someone to put a ring in it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Slide in the DMs, hit me up. But all in all, I'm just chilling. I'm living my best life. It's once you start vacationing from work and then you come back, you just yo, I need another vacation. But yeah, so that is how I got into makeup. Just from YouTube. It's all started from YouTube. And also, to be honest, I had a lot of insecurities in college. I had a lot of insecurities. Well, not a lot, honestly. I was kind of big-headed, but I had some insecurities where I never thought I was pretty. I was coming from being called ugly blatantly in high school and being called an African booty scratcher. I grew up hearing all of this. I was always the girl that was kind of hanging out with everybody, that was cool with people, but at the same time, I never forgot how people things, mean kids used to say to me. So when I got to college and everything, me doing makeup was a way of hiding my face, hiding my true face. It was like a mask for me. but it made me comfortable. It made me happy. It made me okay to walk outside. And if I have a beat for every occasion, this is where I'm going to end the video because I don't want it to be like too long. I personally, when I'm on YouTube, I don't really like videos that are too long either. So I wouldn't make mine too. But all in all, yes, that's how I first got into makeup. Now, so that's where I'm at right now.